Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And joining me, as always, are my co-hosts from the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks podcast, Rebellious D and Trav. How you fellas doing today?
Counting them down, man.
Chilling, baby.
Hey, you talking about guns, and I feel like in this review that we're about to do,
we just did Gundam, baby. We just did Gundam.
Oh, yay!
Hey, they gonna need all the help that they can get,
man.
And that review that we are doing today is Fear Street Part 1, 1994, which just came out on Netflix. So before we get into today's review, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.
Podcast is in the description. Please check us out. Thank you very much. Like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Take us in here. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it, man. What can I say about this movie? It was incredible. I watched it last Friday with some friends, and it's like I was not expecting it to be as good as it was.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, because remember, I sent you guys a message, and I was like 10 minutes in, and I was like, yo, this movie's awesome.
That soundtrack, gotta put it out there.
Fire. It's Fear Street. It is based off of the R.L. Stine books Fear Street, which he created, which Goosebumps came out. Goosebumps was more for kids, kind of similar to Are You Afraid of the Dark, whereas Fear Street was more for teens. And
remember, Fear Street was first.
Yeah, Fear Street came out first, but the thing is, like, Goosebumps is what hit the main.
Oh yeah, for sure.
First, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like I thought Fear Street was something new until the movie came out and we had to do the review for it, and I was just like, oh, okay, like Fear Street actually came out before Goosebumps,
right? Yeah, before we were even alive, dude.
Before we were alive, yeah. R.L. Stine, he'd been in the game for a long time.
I thought
I just saw Waterbug, and I was just like, hey,
it
would be funny as soon as we start talking about Fear Street, Waterbug comes crawling on the floor, and I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Hey, Trav, he jumps up and runs from a Waterbug. We got to start calling him Papa Doc every once in a while.
I tell you what, he ain't gonna be the world's #1 hero no more.
No, that's for sure.
Hey, every hero has a fear, and we've seen that. When Sinestro's ring.
Hey, don't let Mysterio find out. How about that? He gonna you gonna think they all over the place.
But hey, Fear Street is scary. They're really. I won't say it's scary, but there were parts.
You already said it.
There were parts in the movie. Yes, there were parts in the movie where I was just like, "Oh snap!" Because it's like I wasn't expecting that.
Trav,
bro, he be killing me.
hey, I'm just trying to kill you softly, man. That's all I'm trying to do.
Oh Lord!
But no, the start of the movie, we see that the girl, she's in the mall. Her name is Heather, and she's in there with her friend Ryan. And the mall is closing up. She needs a ride home because she doesn't want to walk home. And Ryan, like, he said that he has the blow up sex doll, and then we see that fly. He hears somebody call his name, and then that fly. It's on his neck and it goes into his ear, and then now he's possessed and he ends up killing everybody in the mall. And the person who comes and saves the day is Nick Good.
That's right.
Dude, when I saw him pop up, the first glance at the cop's face, I thought that was Ryan from The Office, bro.
I did too, bro.
I was like, is that Ryan? And then I was like, oh no. I was like, wow.
I did too. Oh my God! Michael was finally happy for him. He was doing something with his life.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nick, Officer Good, he shows up and he puts a bullet right in between Ryan's head.
Put him out.
That's how the movie starts. And like, as the movie is doing the opening credits, like we see like all of the history of what is going on in Shadyville and like all of the killings that have happened over the years and whatnot, and how Shadyville is the murder capital of the world, similar to in the Lost Boys. I can't remember what was the name of the
Santa Carla, something like that. Where was it? Santa?
No clue, bro.
I think it was Santa Monica, or something like that.
They changed the name because the city they didn't want to be labeled as the murder capital of the world. But I'm
trying to think of what it was called.
It's Shady Side is the area, and like we see like all of these killings and whatnot. And the story, it progresses, and we're introduced to our main character Dina and her brother Josh, and
that ain't Josh.
that's Lil Peanut.
That's Lil
Like,
Peanut.
No, hey, I thought it was Lil Banks. I was waiting for this moment.
Real talk.
Lil
When I was watching the movie, I was just like, "That's me." Because I mean, guys, it's like we already know that I was in the movie Soul that came out last year. They used my likenesses and whatnot.
Until I see you jamming out to some Iron Maiden, some Rob Zombie.
That Iron Maiden, bro. I was cutting my grass like that.
Iron Maiden shit.
Hey, I had it on loop, Trav.
Hey, real talk, because Trav always says this, and it's funny, but I was on a date on Saturday, and the girl, she had asked me, she was like, "What did they really use your likeness and stuff?" And I said, and I was just like, "Yeah, they did." Like, why would I lie about that?
This
like,
guy,
bro,
calls himself a hero, Trav.
I am a hero. I'm the number one hero.
Oh.
Blows my mind, man. Blows my mind.
It's like, Trav, I can't help it that
that so many gullible people.
No, not that.
Yeah, Trav, get him.
Bro, this man told people that Philip Banks was his dad, and she believed him. You know what I mean? So it's like, come on, bro.
Hey,
like,
D. But D, who is somebody else that we know, and they tell these stories and people believe them?
Michael.
Oh, come on, D. You talk about him all the time. The confidence man, the great pretender.
Oh, Laurent, baby. Hey, that could have went either way. It was either Laurent or Michael. Michael said he was on the crew when they made Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh yeah, we don't talk about Rurouni Kenshin around.
No, we can't do that.
but anyway, yeah, the main characters, Dina and Josh, and Dina, she is writing a letter to her ex Sam, and that's all I'm gonna say about that, because I do want to talk about that later on. But Trav, like, what were your thoughts at the start of the movie, like seeing everything and where we are now?
I can promise you the word scary didn't pop in my mind. Let's get that out the way first.
Okay.
It was cool. I thought this was like a kid's Scream.
Yeah,
for the first 20 minutes of the film until we start getting into the story. I legitimately thought, I was like, these guys just ripped off Scream.
You thought it was just a straight slasher? That's what I was thinking too.
Bro, I did.
I mean, they opened it that way. They sold it.
Yeah,
no, it was definitely going that way, bro. Telephone calls, man, showing up outside the door, running.
Like Ghostface.
He had a Ghostface hood on.
Yeah, he had the knife. I mean,
and he had the knife.
Yeah, the knife. The most important part.
But yeah, nah, man, it started off super fire, man. Again, the soundtrack.
That soundtrack is good guy.
Heat.
Bro, to piggyback off of what you said about the soundtrack, on my gym playlist, I have Snoop Dogg's from G's to Hustlers. And it was funny when they played it in the movie. And like when I was hanging out with my friends, I was like, yo, I got that song on my gym playlist, right? So when I leave their house and I get in the car, my phone is still connected to the Bluetooth in my car, and as soon as I start the car up, the song starts playing. I was just like, bro, this is awesome as hell, man. And it's a really good song.
Peeled all out, baby.
Yeah.
And
this is for the G's and this is for the Hustlers.
That's right.
D, like, what were your thoughts on the opening of the movie and where we are now in it?
And that Iron Maiden took me back. Love that song.
1989.
I had it on loop when I was cutting my grass later. You know, like, yep, I dared him to. But I loved it. Like Trav, I thought it was just gonna be a straight slash. I wanted to see where it was gonna go. Then you get the brother and sister don't like each other and stuff like that. Then you get into the mysterious Sam. And I liked it, man. I was sold, man. The soundtrack really eases you into it, you know what I'm saying?
And of course, Sam, she's also in the show Panic with our boy from Superman and Lois, Jordan.
Okay.
Jonathan.
Young Jonathan.
Yeah, young John, baby. So we got that connection right there.
Now,
I like it.
Something that I wanted to bring up too is when Josh was downstairs in the basement, because that's where his bedroom is, and that's a
hell of a setup.
The 90s.
Oh yeah, no question.
As like in the 90s, like I had some friends where it's just like, yeah, my bedroom's in the basement, but then it's just like the sisters or their little siblings, like their bedrooms will be upstairs, but this dude would be downstairs in the basement. This is my man cave, all that stuff. But anyway, when Josh was downstairs and he was covered up underneath the blankets and everything, I thought he was watching porn. That's what I thought. I wasn't expecting him to be.
Nah, I thought he was going to be that guy.
Somebody.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be. I thought it was pretty obvious when they saw, when he's just sitting there and you didn't hear anything anyway. He was just, he's an internet guy. Yeah, but I don't think.
I thought he was playing video games or just
that too,
hacking away or something on the computer, bro. But you can only do so much on them chat rooms with that dial-up internet in 1994, bro.
Yeah, he said he was stealing internet from the neighbors.
That's right.
But what's crazy about it is, before I had watched this movie, I was thinking about when I was younger. I want to say like in the early 2000s, and I was thinking about like those chat rooms. Like I was on this popular one called Yabber Chat, and it would be this giant chat room, and you would just be talking with hundreds of people, and we would go up to the library after school, and like that was like our hangout, just talking with people all over the world. Y'all remember ASL, age, sex, location?
Of course, bro. I remember ASL.
Those
people be lying their ass off too. I know
that. They was lying their ass off. But it just used to be fun. So when I saw that in the movie and like he was on AOL chat, it did take me back to those times. And like how they said that you're not supposed to be using AOL.
And they said she said how expensive this is.
It is expensive because that's how they get it.
Hey, but not for my man. Not for Lil Peanut.
No,
Lil Peanut, he got it.
He got it.
But no, we move along to they go to school. We see how Shady Side is. And I love like the tropes that they put in this movie from like other 90s things, because as soon as they get to the school, it automatically reminds me of The Faculty. Remember when they go to, and like they got the metal detectors? I'm just like, damn,
great movie.
How bad is this school that it's like they have to have all this, but it's Shady Side. I mean, like there's, like I said, it's the murder capital in the world. And later on we see the good side, which is Sunnyvale, and like over there, like everything is clean, like everybody's happy, kumbaya. But Shady Side, that's just like when you see them memes and it shows Mufasa and Simba sitting on the cliff.
Hey, I thought Black Lightning was out there at Shady Side somewhere cleaning up the streets.
Hey, I remember like seeing the meme where it shows Mufasa and Simba. And it's just like Simba's just like, Dad, what's the dark area over there? And like Mufasa and Simba are Virginia Beach, and like Mufasa's just like, that's Norfolk. You never want to go there.
They did that for every city.
Yeah,
they do, funny. But it's always funny because people out of Virginia Beach, like they always talk so much crap about Norfolk. Like it's the baddest city in the 757.
No light rail in Virginia Beach, right?
And there ain't no because once that light rail get put out Virginia Beach, it's gonna become like the Warriors. They all gonna be headed out there. And, I mean, for real, think about it, because they got the amusement park out there, the Ferris wheel. It's gonna be just like that. But anyway, we are introduced to the other characters. Dina's friends, Kate and Simon, and like Kate.
R.I.P. Simon. That was my guy, man.
R.I.P. Kate and Simon, bro.
Hey,
yo, Josh is the hero of this movie. It's just like he broke out of his shell. He broke the ice. Like it's like as soon as he saw Kate in the beginning of the movie, and he was just like, "Don't stare at her, don't stare at her." Then he's staring at her, and like she walking by, and it's like I was happy when he finally kissed her, and like they were in the bathroom together, talking to each other. But it's like the kids in the school, it's like Heather, she went to the school with them, and they have like a memorial on her locker and stuff, and now they all have to go to Sunnyvale. And when they get there, we see who we think is Sam. We think it's the guy grabbing the girl's ass. And then,
they pulled that over on me too, bro. I'm glad
that was a good switch. I like that switch.
It was a good switch, because when Sam showed up and it was the chick, and I was just like, okay, like I was just like, yo, good switcheroo, D. Yeah. So like, we see everything. We're introduced to all our characters and whatnot.
Yep.
And now we see that, a fight breaks out, and we have all of these other the kids from Sunnyvale chasing after the Shady Side kids. And then now we're introduced to the main villain of the movie, which is Sarah Fear. Yep. Like, what was your opinion like when you find out that this witch is the antagonist of the series?
I wanted to see where it was gonna go. Once they introduced a witch, I kind of thought that you know, it was going to lead more into a possession kind of theme.
Mhm.
And it basically did. I was happy with the whole movie overall. So we could keep going step by step, but I liked it all. So I love the characters. I like the character development. I thought there were some funny moments in there. You had it was kind of cool because it kind of gave you more tropes as far as character types. And it was fun. It was a pleasant surprise. Trav?
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
Go.
I am kind of going step by step, but it's just like I just feel
no. I'm just saying
it's so much to talk about. With
it's such a good movie though.
I know,
we
but
could go.
I mean, hey, you passed me the baton. My man done came over here and took it.
Yeah,
it's the spirit stick from Bring It On. Just
Jesus.
But yeah, go ahead, Trav.
Finish this. I'll at least allow you to finish your sentence.
Oh no, I already said what I said.
Before I get back to D.
I just wanted to piggyback off of what D was saying because it's like I am kind of going step by step.
No. I'm just saying it's just that good. Like, dude, there's a lot to talk about and a lot to take in. Mm-hmm. But Trav, what did you? Hey, I was waiting on that a minute ago. Go ahead, Trav.
Yeah.
How'd you think about?
Fart, bro. What did you?
How'd you feel about the introduction of all of our main characters and Sarah Fear as the antagonist?
Mm-hmm. I think they did a good job of making Dina not a very likable main character.
I agree.
Like you could tell, like she's a little bit too much
smug.
To deal
I don't know what you want to call
like
it.
Everybody's out to get
bag of cats.
Stuff, but everybody, like you said, everybody got like a backstory, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like she ain't had the best upbringing.
Nope.
You know what I mean? And then
our poor man Simon.
I was about
to say, speaking of characters, man, he was providing for his whole family. You saw the employee of the month.
Employee of the month.
Like,
yeah.
Damn.
But here's the ball part. This dude's in high school and he's working the prescription counter. Like that wouldn't even maybe it happened in 94. I don't know.
Yeah,
that
you gotta think
in 2020. Rules. But I don't know, bro. Maybe anybody change a lot,
man. Mm-hmm. Damn right. Especially when you're in a small, unlikable town, you got to look at that too. And he was obviously employee of the month like 8 times in a row. So the man showed up.
The man showed
up.
Drugs, man.
Yes, he was. His brother died and came back. Remember, they revived him.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm curious. Do you think they're gonna introduce the brother once we get back to this? I hate to jump ahead, but
I don't think we're gonna get back to this.
I just wanted to get to the characters and get them all the way. We could talk wherever now, but I do think that we're gonna see the brother. I think that we're gonna see Dina and Josh's father because we didn't see him at all in the first movie. I just want to know if we're gonna see them in the second movie. Because from what it looks like, the second movie is going to be taking place in 1978.
Yeah.
And then the third movie is supposed to be taking place in 1666. So I will say that I kind of was spoiled and saw that that some of the actors that are in the first movie that they are going to be in the second and third one. So I'm
kind of like
flashbacks probably. That's the only thing I could think of.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I will say I didn't think that they were going to die. I really did not think
it was a pleasant surprise. I actually, I'm a horror guy, so I enjoyed it. It was a pleasant surprise to have them as long as we did, to be honest.
Yeah,
but the scenarios, it was like, this is doomed. Somebody's got to go.
Not only that, but to see them die because it's like you think about it, they would have been alive if they would have just gave up Sam, and we see how she becomes a kind of like possessed by Sarah,
like a vessel kind of
because she touches her bones. But it's weird because Sarah, like, she was always going to possess somebody to kill somebody because we see that this happens. This is the Shady Side curse where she had put a curse on Shady Side because she was killed, she was burnt because she was a witch. And she cut her hand off. So that way that like a part of her would always be there. And that's the reason why people are always killed there. But it's just crazy that Sam touched her bones.
Yes.
And I guess it's like because she touched them, she bothered her spirit or something like that.
She disturbed it.
She
disturbed the resting place, I guess.
Yeah. And now Sam is, they want Sam. I mean, like that, like the whole overall plot, like I've really enjoyed it. And then the ending that we got where, Sam. I mean, like they did everything that they tried to do, and this is another trope, Final Destination, where it's just they do everything, they beat death, and it still still happens. Like shit still happens with Sam, and I just thought that was just interesting, like how they took this movie, and I'm looking forward to see.
Hey D, you muted.
I'm looking forward to see what happens next week. I mean, not next week, but this week. I'm sorry, this week once episode 2 comes out. But yeah, like all the characters were good characters. I enjoyed everybody. I enjoyed the music.
I like the I can't wait to get backstory into all the different spirits. It's like got this 13 ghost kind of thing going on.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? I can't wait to get all of them. And then there's some that we didn't get in this one either.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if we get more exposure to the other like flashback
I definitely
killers.
Think we will, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you see a couple of them brought up with the camp and stuff at the end. Right. So I can't wait.
Nightwing.
Camp Nightwing. We ain't talking about Dick neither.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much in 1978 we get versus present day. You know what I mean? I really hope that the vast majority of the movie is in 1978, and the same with 1666. I hope that for all the vast majority of it is in those time periods.
Well, one thing I could say is it definitely looks like it's going to kick it up a notch with the kills. That's one thing I could. Yeah, it looks like it's going to turn it up a couple notches. So,
and that was one of the good things about this movie too, is the kills. And like whenever I saw those scenes, like that's when I always gasped because I wasn't expecting it. Like I was so happy when Josh had finally got with Kate. And Simon, he was just like, you a man now.
Once he gave that little speech, dude, you know what's about to happen.
You knew it was about to happen.
Yeah, he might as well have gave him the pistol with the final 2 bullets.
Simon took care of himself, though. You know what I mean?
He did.
He kind of froze up, and it was just kind of. I didn't really like the way they did Simon's because it didn't make sense. Like Josh would have been like, realistic to you, would have been like, hey, the guy's right on me. Like he was literally like 2 aisles over. I'm like, come on.
Yeah,
I saw it coming a mile away.
Yeah, he killed Simon. Yeah, I mean, not the monsters, but the spirits that we had, because it's like we had the Jason killer who was at Camp Nightwing, and then we had the chick who had the razor blade who killed her friends, and then she slit her wrist, and then we had the guy that Ryan who was supposed to be like man, I can't remember his name, Ghostface from the Scream movies. And D had said there's several more, and Josh he's their Egon. Like he knows everything. He knows about everything that's going on. And also too, when Officer Good comes to the house and then like he drops the letter inside of the door, I think that Officer Good is the queen that Josh has been talking to this entire time. And I hope that we find out more on that. I do hope that we see who their father is and all that stuff. D, what are your final thoughts on the movie, and are you looking forward to episode 2 this week?
Loved it. This is what I've been saving my 10 out of 10 for right here. I'm gonna go with it. Can't wait to see the next part. Loved it the whole way around, brother. Music, acting, story, very fun. Only thing I was missing was a little wayward son. You know what I'm saying? I was looking for D to kick the door in. So you know what I'm saying. But all right, Trav, what do you give it?
Hey, can I go, Banks? Am I allowed to? They said my name.
No, I'm gonna go. I'll save you for last, Trav.
Oh Lord,
hey, go ahead.
This guy.
Nah, but yeah, I'm gonna reserve my 10 out of 10 for the series as a whole and see where we go.
I like
it. Definitely, again, just kind of like Lord of the Rings. Hell of a first movie.
Woo-hoo.
Hell of an introduction to this trilogy. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 right now.
I like it.
And we'll see where we're headed from there. Banks?
I'm going with D. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. It was really good. There are a lot of movies that come out that are like period pieces.
Yeah.
And I feel like that this movie did the 90s justice. Because like we've seen movies like Wonder Woman 84, for example, where it's like the only thing that feels 80s about it is the opening of the movie. Then after that, it just feels like it's just there.
It's the only thing that feels Wonder Woman about the movie too.
Oh Lord!
She
put on the foil wings. I was like,
she became Goldar. But no, I thought that they did a really good job from the slang to the music that was playing, like just the whole overall feel. And then some of the small, 90s things that were in it, like, there was a Game Boy on the table and, little things like that I picked up. And I thought that stuff like that was cool. The acting with everybody that was in the movie was really good. Like I already said, the music. I'm just looking forward to seeing what's going to happen in 1978. I love how they take like all of these different film tropes from like all of these movies, especially like horror films that came out in the 90s, and they put them into 1994. So with 1978, I'm expecting to see, your Freddy Krueger, your Jason. Like I'm expecting to see all of that in this movie. More Jason and maybe Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, since it is 1978. I mean, if they do put something similar to Freddy Krueger in there, that would be cool as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see it. And I'm probably gonna give that one a 10 out of 10 as well. And with that being said, thank you everybody for watching our review for Fear Street 1994. Let us know in the comments what you thought about part 1. Are you looking forward to part 2? Are you looking forward to part 3? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Trav, let them know where they can find you at in social media land.
Oh man, you pulled the switcheroo. You can find your boy on the Instagram at ZK Audio. You can find me on the Twitter at TRAVIOS.
Killed it.
K.
Killed it.
D. Hey, what's the one-stop place they can find you at, good sir?
That's gonna be rebellious_D23 at Instagram.com. Hey, if they having trouble with Sarah Phil Banks, where they gonna find a hero at?
You're gonna find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find me at Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Again, hop in the comments. Let's talk about this. And thank you for watching our review. Make sure that you check out some more of our stuff that we have here on the channel. And like I always say, keep that pinky up. Stay positive. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace. Thank you for watching a brand new episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure that you hit that like button and you subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content on our channel. Make sure you check out our podcast where we release new episodes every Tuesday, and the video of that episode is uploaded on Friday. And you can find new episodes of our podcast on all podcast platforms. Make sure you follow all the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks social media accounts at Leveling Up Banks on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, we have a Patreon. If you're feeling generous and would love to donate to us, it's at Leveling Up Banks. And huge shout out to our patrons. We really appreciate you and thank you for the support. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.